Look out across Lake Ouachita. It's hard to imagine what you can find below the surface, but if you take a trip about 30 feet deep, you will find a memorial honoring one of the greatest heroes of American history, Adam Brown. Claire Kreitz was able to take that dive to see the memorial firsthand and introduces us to the team that takes care of it. Claire.
Yeah, Donna, sometimes we run across a story that's almost hard to believe. That's the story of Adam Brown, the Hot Springs native who overcame addiction to become a Navy SEAL. From there, he conquered every obstacle in his way until he was killed in action in 2010. This story is not just about Brown, but the group of guys who call themselves the guardians of his legacy. Every Saturday, just like clockwork, this team of divers meet at Lake Ouachita, pull out the fins, the goggles, and the gear.
We go down every single weekend during the dive season and once a month during the winter months.
I got to suit up with Will Stevens and the Fearless Rock dive team.
Went out to the dive line
as they set out to place yet another item at the memorial they created for Adam Brown.
This is a challenge coin from the United States Army Reserve. He presented this to the Brown family and asked that we place it at the memorial to honor Adam and the other fallen heroes.
Stevens heads out first, red flag in hand.
24, that was Adam's high school jersey number.
That just scratches the surface of Brown's story.
Divers going down.
After high school, Brown sunk into a pattern of addiction, but as he reached rock bottom, he found God. It's only fitting one of the first things you see when you reach Fearless Rock, the stone etched with Brown's favorite Bible verse.
You're never alone. You sometimes look over your shoulder because you feel that someone's down there with you.
The rest of this memorial tells the story of Brown's life of triumph, dedicating his life to his country, becoming a Navy SEAL. Then, after injuring his right hand and losing his right eye, he still made it to the elite of the elite, SEAL Team 6.
Because of his faith in God and the love of his family, he was able to turn his life around and become a hero.
That's how his life would end, in uniform, protecting his team.
Every parent that's lost a child doesn't want anyone to forget their child.
Larry and Janice Brown never expected more than a decade after their son's death, this memorial would continue to grow with tokens of gratitude for Brown's service and sacrifice.
It's special.
Very special.
I had the honor of placing the latest challenge coin at Fearless Rock.
When you see something new, that's the neatest thing.
But before we swam back to the surface,
we get to be part of the guardians of his legacy, and we take that very seriously.
Each team member salutes this fallen hero. The Fearless Rock dive team plans to put the name of every Arkansan killed while in the military down at the memorial. Donna?
You and I were talking about this earlier, and you were saying that the video doesn't really do the story justice, although I thought the video was amazing to be able to see that memorial. But what is it like to see it in person compared to what we just watched?
Well, you heard Will Stevens say that you feel like there's a presence down there, and you really do. It's indescribable almost, but you just feel like he's there, and it's awesome, really. Yeah, you can almost barely describe it.
My goodness, it was nice seeing his parents, too.
Yes, and his parents are just the sweetest, and they love hearing his name. They love that his story continues to inspire so many people.
Awesome. Awesome. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.